So if you're just joining us, I just put up a post on the communities tab about Mitzi sitting up on the bookshelf staring at me, and she is still up there and still staring at me, and I haven't figured out why yet, but you know. So anyway, I'm doing this video to announce my intentions to form an exploratory committee to potentially broach the possibility of maybe returning to Patreon content creation. I have a Patreon. I haven't done anything with it in years because I got out of the professional content creation game, which is why for a long time now my videos have just been me sitting here talking to a camera and that kind of thing. About whatever's on my mind. And so I find myself needing to increase my income, and I'd like to try to start building that up again. I don't have any plans to become or really desire to become a professional bread tuber or anything like that. If I could, like, the outer reaches of what I want to do here, if I could get this to like $800 to $1,000 a month, that would be a dream come true. And I say that because I am sure the concern trolls will immediately come in and say, "Oh, instead of just asking people for money, why don't you just go get a job?" To which I would say, oh, I am gainfully employed. I work very hard, and while I make enough money to do okay for myself, I do find myself in circumstances where, from time to time, where the money that covers my daily existence falls short, and I find myself in that category now for three reasons. One of which that I've been dealing with for a few months now is that I make enough money to put myself into one tax bracket, but not enough to be in that tax bracket comfortably. So when Uncle Sam comes knocking, he knocks very hard, and I've been dealing with that lately. And then today I had a double whammy that I got to deal with, which is I found out I need a bunch of dental work done, and then I took my car in and found out I needed a bunch of automotive work done. And the automotive work I already got done and financed it, and I will be financing the dental work as well. And so I want to try to just use this to create a situation for myself where I can kind of start to get back to doing, content creation that I enjoy, and also, kind of ply my trade as a creative person in a more, more active and more direct way. So I'm doing this to kind of field question, kind of open the floor to you all out there and say, like, what all kind of content would you like to see from me that you would want to pay for? I have my side channel, J Talks Art, which is video essays, and I'd like to start doing that again. People have a lot of, music and guitar questions and that kind of thing, and that's the kind of thing that if I started doing it again, even just doing basic presentation, talking videos about guitar like this on a regular basis, I'd like to start having the Patreon open for that, because guitar is very much my stock in trade. So that kind of thing. And then also cover songs. I've been things like cover songs. I've done private commissions of cover songs for people in the past. People have asked me to do like custom arrangements of songs and that sort of thing. I've got one that comes to mind. For example, I had a client a couple of years ago that asked me to do this like dark ballad arrangement of what was that song? It's by Diablo String Quartet or String Orchestra. Of Kalima Caliber, which is this very intense song, and they wanted like a ballad version of it. I should actually I should release that, and I should put it up for you all to see. So I'd like to start doing that. I have my video series that I started to do and then got occupied with other things, which was Analyzing Ellison, where we get into analyzing different Harlan Ellison short stories and that sort of thing. So I'd like to do a lot more booktubing and stuff like that too. So there's some real possibilities there, and kind of, ways to create interesting and compelling content. But I want to see what you guys are interested in, what you would be willing to support. But I've had in the last probably year or so, I've had about 500 new subscribers, active subscribers come in. If every one of those people went in for, like $1, $1.50, like that alone would make a huge impact. If they all went in for $2, it would definitely hit my goal and that sort of thing. So what kind of stuff are you guys looking for? And the cover songs, especially, will I think be interesting to people. I have what's interesting with that is, like, I have I get the sheets, the charts from the online distributors that I use for my music every month, and I can see where regionally where different songs that I've done are taking off and where they're popular. And so, for example, one of the more popular covers that I've done in that regard, I have a jazz project that I do. It's really just a studio project that I do called Other Strangers, and with that I put out a cover of Dance Me to the End of Love by Leonard Cohen that has actually gotten a lot of attention all over the world. I got the chart one month where I found out that it had been played a lot in China that month. So I don't know, maybe one guy is taking the train all over China with that song on repeat or something, but it really did well in China and that kind of thing. So I'd like to encourage that, and I'd like to build on that. Doing custom commissions, like I said, is a lot of fun, and I can offer, I would want to be paid directly for that above and beyond just a Patreon contribution. If you want to hire me for that, that would be a negotiated price, and I can give you competitive rates. I kind of give you my quote based on how much work I need to do. So, like, if you want me to do a cover of, let's say, Richmond, North of Richmond, and which is acoustic guitar and singing, that would be a much cheaper option. I could offer you a much cheaper option for that than, like, if you want me to do a cover of, say, Pull Me Under by Dream Theater, where I'm going to need to go hire a really good drummer to knock that out. And I have good drummers in my band, for example, but they're not going to learn Pull Me Under for free. It's things like that. So there's that possibility, and certainly also commissioning me to do original music. I'm open to doing that. If you need music for your YouTube videos or your short films, student projects, I've done a lot of student movie type stuff in the past for people, so I can offer competitive rates for that. And then certainly there's very enticing possibilities with that, which would be like if you are one of those wealthy donors that would like to commission a symphony from me or something like that. I'm certainly welcome to. I'm certainly open to grand things like that. But, at the end of the day, these creative endeavors are my stock in trade, and so I'd like to start trying to see how I can push this and promote it on Patreon and everything, and try to build this up a little bit. Like I said, this is not me trying to become a top tier bread tuber. I'm not trying to be a Lindsay Ellis or a Mr. Beast or something like that. I'm just trying to be maybe I shouldn't mention Mr. Beast right now, but you get what I'm saying, like a top tier YouTube content creator, like an Anna Akana or something like that. But I do think with my schedule like it is and my time availability, I could put aside time to do like one good production thing a month, where be it like a good video essay about a given topic, or a good song cover every month, or something like that. So I'd like to start doing stuff like that again, and reactivate, kind of restart my Patreon. I think I'm just going to do it on. If I do this, it's going to be a monthly thing. I used to do it per video. My reason, I mean, well, that's actually, I'll tell you what, before I say that, let me open that up to you as well. Talk to me about that in the comments. You as a prospective donor, prospective backer, would you rather it be a monthly subscription thing or a per video kind of thing? And I say that because the people seem to prefer the monthly donor aspect or version of it. That seems to be more, I don't know why, but more to people's liking. My thinking originally, in the past, I've done the per video thing. My logic on that being that way, you know, I am only getting paid when you have a new project or a new thing for you to enjoy. You know, when I've presented you with something, then I'm literally singing for my supper at that point, rather than, you know, you just backing me at irrespective of whether or not anything comes out that month. But then a monthly donor thing might open me up to say, you know, hey, I've got this idea that's going to take a longer frame of time and that kind of thing too. So talk to me about that, and let me know what you think about that. Oh, and one more thing to the inevitable thing from the concern trolls I know I'm going to get is people saying, you have donors on your Patreon that have not been charged in years, and are you just going to like start charging those people again without asking them if it's okay? And to which I would say yes. Satanic Pee Wee Herman. That's exactly what I'm going to start doing, because when you sign you sign up as a donor on Patreon, you sign a terms of service agreement which says that the content creators have the right to charge you on a regular basis for as long as you remain an active donor on their Patreon. So yes, all of that is absolutely covered. I will, if I start doing this again, I will reinitiate payment. I will start taking payments from all of those people again, because the onus is on them to stop it if they want to, if that is what they choose to do. But anyway, I hate that I have to bring that up, but I know it's an inevitable talking point. So anyway, that's what's on my mind. It's allows me to address my my various financial woes and financial speed bumps, as it were, in a way that's fun and exciting and creative and interesting. And so I am interested in that, and I am looking forward to seeing what we might be able to come up with together. And if this works and this pays off, I will be able to better guarantee that my lovely smile will continue to be my lovely smile years from now. So anyway, take care.